Just push the piston out. I got this rubber boot in wrong. Okay, so I had to take some fine emery paper and clean the piston on the passenger side. And the way you get this out is there's a bolt on the back, 14 millimeter. I attached it to the caliper bracket and then broke that loose. And of course your brake fluid's going to leak out, so you're going to have to bleed your brakes. And then to complete knocking this piston out, just took a screwdriver, and the piston was in here, and you're just going to take a rubber hammer and just gently tap it out. There is an oil seal. Point to it here. That's an oil seal. Don't damage that. So I sprayed this out with some brake clean and cleaned the inside of here as best I could. I don't want to damage that oil seal. And then I took the fine emery cloth, and just put my hand around this and cleaned off that rust. Don't use sandpaper, use emery paper, because this is a machine fit surface. And you can see it's very, very smooth. I'm looking for any pits. There's no pits here, so this is salvageable. The inside doesn't matter. When you wash your car, you're going to get water in here. It's going to rust. As long as you don't have holes, the inside doesn't matter. It's the outside that matters, because that's going to make the seal there all the way around, so that when your fluid comes in the back and pushes this piston, oil doesn't leak past it. That's an oil seal. So the reason I took it out is because this boot came off, and the only way to get this boot on is to put it on the very end here, lubricate this, and get it to sit in this little ridge right here, just in front of the oil seal. You see that on camera? Yeah. So just in front of the oil seal, there is a ridge here. So we're going to get this on here, give that a little bit of lube, get this very, very, very clean before we put it together. And then we're going to put this on the end here and then work it into that edge, and then we'll push the piston until the other end sits in this groove. We'll push it all the way in, then we'll reattach our brake line and then pump some fluid in there with the brake pedal, and then finish assembling this, and then we'll have to bleed our brakes. Not what I wanted to do today, but I've got to get the air out now. Do this is take the piston out and just work it in to that groove using my finger all the way around until you're sure you've got that lower edge in the groove, and you can feel all the way around with your finger that it is definitely in that groove. You can see in there with a flashlight. A little bit there I got to work on. A little bit there I got to work on. So I'm going to keep working that in with my finger until I'm sure it is seated, and then I'll put the piston in. Okay, so working my little paper clip around, got the rubber boot up. I can start pushing the piston down. I've got it cocked. There. It's a little bit cocked. There we go. It is all in there correctly now. So we can finish pushing that down in there. There we go. It's probably got enough to clear the brake pads. There we go. That was a lot of work. Now I get to bleed my brakes. Oh joy, oh joy.